Providence Cristo Ray. Head coach Scott Miller is in his first season. The Wolves are 1-15. Last game they lost Saturday to Arlington Prep 67-90. I know they have a challenging season in terms of only 7 players on their roster. Offensively, they're averaging 32 points a game. Defense gives up 62. Daniel, tell us a little bit about Providence Cristo Ray.
Well, Providence Cristo Ray, Coach Scott Miller, as you mentioned, his motto for the whole team this year has been don't quit. With just 7 players, they had 10 when they started the season, but 3 dropped out as they were doing tryouts for the team. So now they just have 7 players this season. Indy Star had an excellent feature story on Scott Miller and the whole team where they really embody that motto of just don't quit. They are led by TJ Dorson, averaging 14 points per game and over 10 rebounds per game. He is foul prone, though, and he'll need to stay out of that foul trouble and win the rebound battle in order to win this game against International tonight.
No doubt Dorson has size at 6'6", so the sophomore is able to control the paint and provide a big spark also on their offensive punch, leading them in scoring. We'll take a short break, and we come back. We'll meet the starters from each team and get you set for tip-off. It's International, and it's Providence Cristo Ray, and it's only on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
We're welcome back to Providence Cristo Ray. Let's head down to the PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Number 13, Cy Lusky. Number 14, Michael Cruz. And number 5, Elias Gray. The International Griffins are coached by head coach Wayne Cobb. And now for your home, Providence Cristo Ray Wolves. Number 1, Elijah Grimes. Number 13, Davion Ewell. Number 5, Andrew Murphy. Number 11, Jason Morris. And number 24,
And there you have the starters for tonight's contest. Fans, this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Daniel, what's the keys for both teams as we get set for tip-off?
Well, for Providence Cristo, Ray, it's going to be limiting the turnovers. They average over 20 turnovers a game. In talking to Coach Scott Miller, they said they need to hold them under 10 turnovers tonight. Also, avoiding Dorson getting in foul trouble will be a big impact as you see him win the tip there for the Wolves.
Providence Cristo Ray with first possession as International is in man-to-man. There's Grimes on top. Try to get it to Dorson, stolen away, and here comes Voss. Hesitation, pulls up from 16. Back iron, no. Dorson gets the rebound, and here comes the Wolves.
Diaz right there taking it all the way down the court, got the steal. Get a little short elbow shot, but just unable to fall off the back rim.
The Wolves set up their offense. Really high post position by Dorson's able to spin around, get a little contact, no call. Rebound taken out by Kreutz. And here come the Griffins. Randolph, an explosive score, number 2. Jump shot up and good. Kreutz with his first basket. And International on top 2-0.
And that's really good working through that zone there, finding the open shot in the middle of the floor. Was Kreutz.
Providence Cristo Ray normally plays a 2-3 zone, Daniel. Maybe might mix that up a little bit tonight.
It's looking like they're going with a little box and one with Morris up top on Randolph.
And Kreutz with a long two-pointer as his foot was on the line. Immediately, coach wants a timeout. Let us tell you that the unleash the power of passion. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. We are Central Indiana's sports leader. Quick timeout by Providence Cristo Ray. I think coach just trying to get his guys in the right spot. It looks like Grimes a little out of position there. So good time to get everyone on the same page.
He was, and Michael Kreutz had 16 points on 7 of 9 shooting in International's most recent game against Central Christian. Off to a hot start once again tonight. 4 points in the first minute and a half.
Morrison with the ball over to Grimes. High post to Dorson. Newell for 3. It's a little too strong.
Open on the wing after Dorson got the double team inside.
Randolph no good, but chased down by the Griffins. Here's Voss driving, blocked, and they're going to call a foul. As it looks like, you see who they call that on. It'd be shooting 2, I believe, is Nikel Voss.
Really good dribble drive from Vias there, getting to the line, getting to shoot 2 from the line.
Well, that's one thing that when you're playing against the zone, you're playing, the defense is guarding spots and areas, and so there are some gaps available. As Nikel hits his first free throw. And Vias will have one more.
Vias, the third leading free throw shooter on the team at 68%.
And that one's true. 6-0, the Griffins on top. Murphy drive, and they're going to call a foul on Phillip Randolph. Too much hands on that drive by Andrew Murphy. They'll take the ball out of bounds. That's the first team foul for International.
And that's not what Coach Dwayne Cobb wanted to see. That's a star player getting an early foul here in this first quarter.
And another foul. If this is on Randolph, that'd be his second. And it is. That's his second foul. We'll see if Coach Cobb wants to take him out or leave him in there with a chance to possibly get his third. I don't think there's any hesitation. He's going to leave him in.
With a 6-0 lead, you might run the risk of taking him out for just a little bit while your team is up, but Coach Cobb leaving a star player out on the court, and he needs that 30 points a game.
Good stop on the transition defense by Grimes. As the Griffins working around the perimeter, Randolph drives, contested at the rim, gets his rebound, no good. Dorson clears for the Wolves.
Really good opportunity, grabbing his own board, but unable to put it up and back in.
And another foul, and let's see who this one's on. And that's Randolph. If it is, that will be his third foul. All 3 fouls credited to Randolph. And now he's got to go to the bench. Checking in for International is Evan Johnson, number 10. Still by Vias as he breaks it up the court. Johnson for 3, no good. Grimm with the rebound. Griffins missed the jump shot. Here comes Newell.
And multiple second chance opportunities already for International. Those might as well be turnovers, getting them a second shot at it.
Traveling violation called on Murphy. So he picked the pivot foot up before he dribbled. Turnover back to International. 4:57 to go here in quarter 1. It looked like the Wolves drop back now into a 2-3 defense. Baseline jump shot off the back iron, no by Grimm. The Griffins get the rebound. 3 on the way by Vias is good.
And that 2-3 defense you talked about, that's what Providence Cristo Rey is known for. With Randolph off the floor, no need to have that box and 1.
And I'm going to call another foul as they get into Dorson. Dorson really gets a lot of defenders around him. And that'll be a team foul number 4, so that'll put the Wolves in the bonus. They'll be shooting free throws from here on out in the quarter number 1. As a deflection by Kolbusnik.
And that's just a poor decision there on the inbound pass.
Foul by Jason Morris as Johnson penetrates the middle of the defense. And he'll be shooting 2 shots. I want to remind you that Officially Human, our mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and the courts. Thanks to our officials, for without them we don't play. Sportsmanship is everyone's job.
Evan Johnson, the leading free throw shooter for this International team at 87%, missing both free throws there. That's not something you
Miller,
usually see from Johnson.
You put the kiss on him. Send those comments to Daniel Miller. Now a good free throw shooter is Johnson. Providence Cristo Way works it around the perimeter. Newell with the jump shot, no good. Crashing the boards. Looks like Dorson's going to be called for a foul there. It's good positioning by Michael Kreutz.
Beautiful positioning by Kreutz to avoid Dorson getting any momentum in this game. He averages 14 points per game, 10 rebounds per game. Both lead the Providence Cristo Rey team, but yet to make a real impact offensively to this point.
Johnson says, I don't need any free throws. I can pull up from 17, and splashes that one home as the Griffins go up now by 11. Murphy with the nice spin move out to Grimes. Steps into a jump shot off the back iron. No.
And Grimes looked like he got a little bit ahead of himself there. Not really the shot that you want to take a long distance to. That wasn't really in rhythm.
Vias got the ball in the middle of the zone, and there was a foul, pushing foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on Providence Cristo Rey. So both teams now in the bonus. This will be taken out of bounds underneath the basket. Vias gets it back.
America's play.
That's it. Every team runs it.
Vias didn't want the 3, though. Took the jumper just short.
And reaching foul. And that'll put Newell to the free throw line, as it's in the bonus. Javion Newell comes in. One of the leaders of this ball club. 6'3" junior, makes his first one.
Coach Miller says he wants to see Newell shoot a lot today. He's one of their better shooters. Thinks he can make an impact outside against this International Griffin team.
Nice looking form on that free throw. And the Wolves are on the board. It's 11-2 with 3 minutes to go here in the first period. They come out with a little trap in the corner. Shot on the way is good. That's Klubusnik with his first 2 points of the game.
Beautiful way to get open there for Klubusnik, and now a turnover back the other way.
Short corner jump shot is good, and the execution, that was Kreutz. And International really shooting the ball well here in quarter number 1, Daniel.
They are, and without Philip Randolph on the bench with 3 fouls already, plenty of production outside of him. 15 points in the first quarter.
Dorson with a nice catch and finish. That was an excellent play by him, keeping that ball up in traffic and finishing. The first field goal now for Providence Cristo Rey, as that shot is an air ball to go out of bounds, and the Wolves will take possession.
That first field goal, as you mentioned, from TJ Dorson. Keeping the ball up, as you mentioned, using all of that 6'6", 179 frame.
Hey, 6'6", but look, he's also got a really long wingspan, which probably makes him closer to maybe 6'7", 6'8". So he drives to his right shoulder that time. He goes to his weak hand, another foul. And TJ will go to the free throw line.
And a beautiful dish inside from Jason Morris to give Dorson an opportunity in the paint. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Dorson 2 points to his credit. And the first one rims no good. Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe offers traditional food like Grandma used to make. A great staff and even better food. Check us out Wednesday through Sunday or call ahead at 317-760-1640. That's Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. Dorson misses both free throws. And Philip Randolph checking back in the game with 3 fouls. Has to play very smart, especially on the defensive end. Dorson rejects that jump shot. Comes back out to Johnson, and he hits a little floater.
Just unable to stick with the defense after the big block from Dorson.
A nice move by Jason Morris. Able to drive the baseline and score. It's 17-6. Here's a steal by Grimes. Cut off, shot up, off the glass, no good. And Randolph gets the rebound.
Lots of opportunities for both of these teams. You see another one. Fast-paced end of the first quarter here.
And a foul is in the back. I believe that's going to go on Elijah Grimes. And that'll put Kreutz at the free throw line where he already has 6 points.
Already topped his average. He only averages 5.9 a game. But as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, just 2 days ago, he had 16 on 7 of 9 from the field against Central Christian on Tuesday.
His first free throw is no good. He'll have one more.
Just a 32% free throw shooter is Kreutz. That's something that you would expect him to improve on in the offseason as he's just a sophomore.
Well, the second one is true. And now the Griffins go to a little bit of a zone. And how about Javion Newell rise and fire and scores, cuts the lead to 10.
After a slow start, International got out to an 11-0 lead. Providence Cristo Rey only making a push at the end of the first quarter.
Philip Randolph with a sweet jump shot. Little fadeaway is contested nicely by Dorson, but he scores. Dorson at the other end brings it back and in.
The 2 star players for both teams getting on the board some more now. Randolph with his first bucket of the day, and Dorson on the other end.
Johnson to Randolph. He'll back it out. Nice pass to Johnson inside. Kick out for three. Front rim, no. Loose ball. Grimm comes away with it. Kreutz drives. May have gotten away with a travel. Randolph for three again. And another little off-balance fadeaway at the buzzer. Murphy, no good. And that'll do it for quarter number one. International leads Providence Cristo Ray 23-10 on Indiana SRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Welcome back to Providence. Cristo Ray as International leads the Wolves 23-10. Daniel, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, we had a lot of balanced scoring on both sides. 5 scores for the Griffins and 3 for the Wolves. As we get started with a big shot for International, extending the lead.
3-pointer right out of the gate from the baseline. That was taken and shot by Machado, Peter Machado. And he gets the rebound. They push it up. Loose ball foul. It's going to go against the Wolves, or did they say out of bounds? I think they just called him out of bounds.
Some pressure now from the Griffins. Just take a little bit of time off of it.
Juan Cabanas has checked in for Providence Cristo Ray. He finds Newell. Newell rises and fires. Back iron, no. Cabanas tries to get a rebound, but it's claimed by Randolph.
Newell liked the matchup he had there against Johnson. One-on-one, taking the short corner shot.
Good defense also in by Jonas Wells in the post. As a drive is by Kreutz, and he'll draw the foul.
He's got 7 already, including a free throw. He'll go to the line, try to add to that number. He's also the team's leading offensive rebounder. He averages 2.3 of those a game.
Changed the call to the foul on the floor. They said he wasn't in his shooting motion. So, and Machado hits his second three. He now has 6, and the lead up to 19 for International.
A really quiet first quarter for Machado, but 2 quick threes to start the second, and he's only a 19% three-point shooter on the year.
Well, he doesn't. If he's a 19% free throw shooter, I've got some land that you can buy too. I tell you, that shooting's touch looks very good. And Randolph from the volleyball line, no good. Johnson chases it down. Machado, heat check, misses everything. Kreutz though on the cut and one.
A chance to get double digits already for Michael Kreutz. Plays volleyball, getting that inside presence there, using that 6'2" center height to get the and one.
Kreutz will be going to the free throw line. Credit the hustle by the Griffins on getting those offensive rebounds. That's one thing, Daniel. When you shoot threes and from far away, that ball, if it misses, it's going to carry them off the rim a farther distance. And International was able to get a couple of offensive rebounds.
Kreutz knew that one was off. When he left it, he tried to get another offensive rebound.
He might have went a little bit early. And Morris with a nice move and a finish, but they're going to call a foul out in front. And that's on Randolph again. And that might be his fourth foul. Unless we missed one.
I don't think we missed one. That's 4 fouls for the leading scorer, averaging 30 points a game, third in the state in scoring.
Grimm with the steal all by himself and lays it in. Elias Grimm with his first basket.
And 7 Griffins on the board, just 2 minutes into the second quarter. I think a lot of guys are going to get the opportunity to play if this game continues the way it's going so far.
Dorson follows his miss with a putback. He now has 4 points. And a 3 by Grimm. I'm impressed with how well this international team, Daniel, has shot the basketball. They seem to be shooting with confidence, and it seems like it doesn't matter who shoots. It feels like it's got a great chance to go in.
It truly does, and I mean, with 7 guys already in the scoring column, several already with 5 to 10 points. Everything seems to be falling for these Griffins. Meanwhile, for the Wolves, it's only been Dorson and Newell really getting in the scoring column thus far.
Newell has it up top. He spins. Cut off nicely by Johnson. Morris comes up with the loose ball. International and a man-to-man. Newell for 3 from the top. Rims it in. The friendly roll for Javion Newell.
How about those home rims, Clark? 7 points now? Nice. All the way around the rim, off the backboard and in.
Little home cooking for Javion Newell. 15 points now for the Wolves.
That's the Wolves' first 3 of the game as well.
Machado for 3, no good.
Now he's starting to get back to that percentage at 19 after making his first 2.
Waters finding its level. Dorson drives, and he'll finish. T.J. Dorson making his presence known in the post.
T.J. Dorson, one of the bright lights of this Providence Cristo area basketball team. Averaged a double-double, got a rebound there as well.
Newell brings it across the timeline. He'll tack. Nice jump stop. Dorson catches, turns, finish, no good. Machado clears the rebound.
Dorson with another opportunity. They're going straight to him just about every possession here now.
3, no good. Murphy gets the rebound, and he'll bring it up. Loses it a little control, little off balance. They're going to say it went out of bounds on Andrew Murphy. Defensive pressure leads to a turnover, and it'll be international ball with 3:54 left. Wheeler Mission, for 125 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. Volunteer today at 317-686-6239. That's Wheeler Mission. Three-pointer missed, run down. Great hustle by Newell. Good sportsmanship there by Machado to check on him. The ball stay here with international. 3:40 remain before halftime.
Not much space around the basketball court for Newell. Ran into his own bench there, trying to corral that turnover. Unable to do so. Griffins will keep it.
Juan Cabanas checking into the game. Murphy will take a breather. Back up top. This is Villas. He'll drive. Machado for 3. No good. TJ with the rebound. Able to put his hand down so he doesn't travel. And here comes Newell.
It looked a bit uncomfortable for a kid as athletic as Dorson. I'm sure it wasn't much to deal with as he gets his own board, or he gets the offensive rebound there, puts it up himself.
Won't fall after the nice spin move. Hung on the rim for 2 or 3 bounces. And Johnson clears. Here's the shot. Kreutz up and good over Dorson. That's now his 5th field goal.
That was a high arcing shot from Kreutz there. Getting over the wingspan that you mentioned earlier of T.J. Dorson.
Grimes holds it over his head. Skip past Cabanas. His drive was cut off. They'll reset.
got an open look in the near side corner with this zone the way it is.
They'll call a blocking foul. That's to be the 4th team foul on International. Their biggest lead at 24 points at 36-12.
Guess who's coming back in the game?
Is Philip Randolph checked back in?
Philip Randolph is back in the game with 4 fouls in the second quarter.
Morris loses control, and they'll call a traveling violation. Kind of in between. I didn't really think he knew what he wanted to do, whether it was a pass, shoot, or dribble. Led to some dragging that pivot foot in the travel. Here comes Randolph. He'll pull from 25 and got it. Philip Randolph, his second 3. He has 8 points.
Suppose there is a reason why Coach Cobb wanted to bring him back into the game. Every time he's come off the bench now, he's been hot.
Morris can't get the 3. Randolph with the rebound. He'll push. Good job by Murphy to cut him off. And let's be the whistle. There'll be a foul as Randolph drives to the basket. He will shoot some free throws.
That was going to go against Morris. I thought it might be Dorson for a second. That would have been his second. Probably would have came out for the rest of this first half.
2 team fouls now on Providence Cristo Ray. It's Philip Randolph to the free throw line. Misses the first attempt.
Philip Randolph, when you look at the team sheet, it just packed it all up. He's leads the team in points, second in rebounds, leads the team in assists, steals, and blocks, and in three-point field goal percentage.
He now has 9 points. And the lead is now 42-37. Newell brings it across. Cabanas in the corner, can't get it to go. Dorson with the rebound and score. TJ Dorson now with 8.
He's in double figures now after that one. Getting his own rebound as well.
3 on the way by Randolph, his third 3.
Now both stars in double figures.
Murphy will shoot. No good. Taken out of there by Vias. Randolph will pull again. Vias with the rebound. Left-hand shot is good. Vias with 7.
International, can they break 50 before the halfway point? Getting close to it.
Definitely don't lack any offensive explosion tonight. Newell pulls up from the elbow. No good. Dorson, great hustle, but couldn't save it. Johnson with the steal. Randolph goes down, and they're going to say it's off Randolph. Murphy tried to get there to take the charge. A little bit of contact. And they'll say he was out of control, and the ball goes off of Philip Randolph. Turnover. And the Wolves will have it.
Murphy really accepting that contact there, as you mentioned, looking for the charge. That would have sent Philip Randolph to the bench for the rest of this game.
Looks like the Wolves are going to hold for the last shot. Wells in there. To Grimes. 6 seconds into Dorson. Dorson uses the window, and he got it. TJ Dorson scores at the buzzer, and that'll do it for the first half. A half controlled by the International Griffins as they lead by a score of 47-21. Wow, Daniel, what's your thoughts there on the first half of action?
I mean, for TJ Dorson, he's really been the only offense along with Newell for the Providence Cristo Ray Wolves, but it's been all International so far to start this game. We've got several different guys in the scoring column, several with double figures. Michael Kreutz and Philip Randolph leading them all, but Randolph with 4 fouls, that could definitely play a factor. We would honestly expect him to foul out at some point during this game if he plays the way that he has so far. Hard to play a full half of basketball without committing a single foul.
Well, we'll take a break here at halftime. We'll come back and give you some halftime stats as we get ready for second half action as the coaches make some adjustments in the locker room. It's International 47 at Providence Cristo Rey 21 on Indiana SRN, where you always have a front row seat.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all their reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Welcome back to Providence Cristo Rey. It's halftime in this matchup between International and Providence Cristo Rey. The Griffins lead 47-21. Boilermaker Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermakers Union Local 374. Call us at 219-845-1000. Daniel, get us some stats here on both these teams and who's scoring for each squad.
For TJ Dorson, it's been 12 points for him, Just 3 scorers for the Wolves. Joined by Newell in the scoring column. He's got 7, and Jason Morris rounds out the scoring for Cristo Rey with 2. That adds up to the 21-point total, but none of those after the 11-0 run to start the game for Indianapolis International.
And for International, they're led by Philip Randolph, right? 12 points, 3 threes. They've got threes from Machado. You see a three-pointer made by Grimm. They look pretty impressive shooting the ball very well.
They do, and with those threes, with Machado, Randolph, Grimm all getting into the three-point shooting, along with Michael Kreutz also had 11 points off of 5 two-pointers and a free throw to go along with that. He joins Randolph as the 2 players with double-digit scoring for the Griffins in that first half, joined by the 11-0 run to start this game. They went up 22-8 in their most recent game against Central Christian as well. So hot start's really the name of the game for the International Griffins.
They've been getting off to a fantastic start. Let's take a look at their upcoming schedule for both teams. Providence Cristo Rey will play tomorrow night at Medora, who's 6-11. Then next Friday against Morristown, a game that they could possibly win. Both teams have circled on their schedule. Morristown comes in at 2-15. Then Wednesday the 21st at Tri-Central, who's 10-7. And then Friday they play on February the 23rd against Park Tudor for their last home game of the season. Park Tudor at 13-5. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis International, they play tomorrow night in the Pioneer Conference playoffs. They play a team I think you're familiar with, right, Mr. Miller?
Yes, my high school, Muncie Burris. Saturday night game against the International Griffins. They'll look forward to that. They've got a really good player, Asher Donahue, who will be going up against international star player Philip Randolph in that matchup in the Pioneer Conference.
We saw a few of those Donahues last night on RHIT.TV.
Oh, yeah. We had a couple college Donahues last night on our RHIT.TV broadcast.
So they play really well. Wednesday, then, Indianapolis International will play on February the 21st against Purdue Poly North. Purdue Poly North comes in with an 11-8 record. We'll take a short break. We'll take a look at some other halftime keys as to the second half for both teams and get Daniel's thoughts on what these coaches are going to do to come out in the third quarter. International leads 47-21 on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Providence Cristo Rey. International on top of Providence Cristo Rey. 47-21. Make a correction. I think one of the fouls earlier that we thought was on Philip Randolph, I think was credited to somebody else. So I think he only has 3 fouls. So we'll take that into consideration, and probably a little easier way to play Randolph for head coach Dwayne Cobb. All right, Daniel, third quarter, if you're Providence Cristo Rey, what are you trying to do here to get started? And if you're International, what's your strategy moving forward?
So for Providence Cristo Rey, I mean, even in the limited minutes that Randolph has played, he's still got the most points of any player for the International team with 12. Originally, when Coach Scott Miller of the Wolves, was talking about this game, he said they were going to go with a box and one with Morris guarding Randolph, which is what they've done to this point. However, normally in most of their games, they play 2-3 zone. I would expect them to drop back into that 2-3 zone, seeing as Randolph has still been able to get his zone very much in this first half in the limited minutes he's played.
The Wolves will take the basketball to start the quarter. As Murphy drives, shoots a floater and good. His first basket for Andrew Murphy.
Now 4 players in the scoring column for the Wolves, as Murphy was able to get one inside of the arc.
Nice unselfish pass by Randolph, but Kreutz couldn't finish. And Grimes brings it across the timeline. Kreutz with the steal. 2-on-1. Kreutz and Newell. Newell rejects it out of bounds.
What a play from Newell. Had the fast break going, but unable to convert because of Newell. Newell with a beautiful defensive play. Swatting that out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Griffins.
Cabanas checks in as Elijah Grimes will head to the bench. Looks like they're trying to stay in that box and one. Baseline shot no good. Dorson with the rebound. They'll throw it to Morris.
Dorson trying to get a look in the paint.
Newell, Cabanas in the corner. 15-footer is good. Juan Cabanas.
How about the different scores in the second half for Providence? Cristo, Ray, both new scores that we didn't see in the first half.
Shooting that ball with confidence. Randolph a little fadeaway again. And up ahead is Cabanas. Up and can't get it. Morris tries to get the rebound, but it's taken out of her. A nice spin move by the Griffins. A loose ball. Murphy comes away.
That's Harry Heilich on the steal, getting some limited minutes for the Griffins with a 22-point lead.
Dorson with his Moses Malone able to score. He now has 14, and it's a 6-0 run to start the second half.
Well, now I see why TJ Dorson has 14 and 10 a game. Got 4 rebounds in one session. There he gets another one.
International can't find the rhythm on the offensive side. Newell drive, spin move, pull up from 15, off the back of the no. But International can't control it. It'll go out of bounds to Providence Cristo Rey.
How about the Wolves with a 6-0 start in the second half?
Cabanas picks up his dribble, throw it out to Newell. Morris drives. Cabanas in the corner. He'll shoot it again. This one's a 3. No good. Newell with the rebound. Can't get it to fall. And Vias comes away with the board.
Cabanas ran from the far corner to the near side corner. Was able to get open, but unable to finish. International could stop the run.
Nikel Vias with the basket. As it knocked out of bounds on the skip pass, trying to look to Cabanas on the other side. It'll stay with the Wolves with 5:20 here to go in the third quarter. The Morales Group, our mission is building better futures one story at a time. We acknowledge the whole person and their individual story. Contact us at 317-472-7600. Thank you to the Morales Group. There's a nice move by Dorson. Can't get it to go. Randolph clears the rebound, and he'll race it down the court. And it'll be a foul on Morris. It's tough to get in Randolph's way when he has a full head of steam.
It isn't. Randolph really sold that one a little bit extra, too. I mean, it was clearly a foul, but with that head nod back, he's ready to play at the next level.
He's seen that a time or two. 3 on the way is off the rim. No. Kreutz gets his own rebound. Battle in the corner. Kreutz has it, but now he's trapped. And a quick 30-second timeout by the Griffins to keep possession. I'll let you know that Piper Logistics from Piper Warehouse is a group of logistics professionals dedicated on working together to provide our clients with a complete logistics. It's in Indianapolis and Cincinnati. Roll with us. Call today at 317-396-1023. Daniel, pretty impressed by Providence Cristo Rey coming out of the third quarter, a quick 6-0 run and doing a better job on both ends of the floor for the Wolves.
They are, and TJ Dorson, with all the rebounds that he's gotten, he's really propelled this team to a different level, and almost getting a jump ball in the corner there before the 30-second timeout was Dorson getting up after he was knocked down, trying to tie that one up.
Kreutz with the air ball falls down. He's either out of bounds or a travel, and that's what they'll call as a traveling violation. As Bias tries to shoot the three, they'll set up in a little pressure now. Morris gets the inbounds and goes back to Newell. Newell against pressure, brings it up. Little finger row from 15 feet, a little short. Up and losing control is Henry Heelick, and he'll be called for the travel.
Heelick only averages half a point, half a rebound a game, getting some playing time, up 22.
5'7" freshman. Probably like to have that opportunity back, wide open. Probably tried to make his move before he had control.
Would have been a golden opportunity to make his impression on the coaches as just a freshman.
Grimm checks in for him. They still press. They throw it over to Grimes. He'll bring it across the timeline. Man-to-man defense. Dorson too high at the pass. Randolph comes away with the steal. He'll look opposite. Good unselfish pass. No good. Dorson comes away with the rebound.
You talk about unselfish passes. I think Klobusnik should have just taken that one himself.
And a charge called on Newell as Randolph takes the charge. Well, I thought Newell maybe got away from him with his little pass fake and Euro step. The official right there to make the call.
Right there to make the call indeed.
Vias drives, blocked away by Dorson.
Euro step of his own for Vias, but that one didn't work just like the previous.
Newell for three, no. Long rebound taken away by Grimm. Still only 2 points by International. He's losing his balance. Dorson comes away with the rebound up to Cabanas. Cabanas pulls up from 12, short.
Cabanas had a nice one-on-one opportunity in transition, but unable to take advantage of it.
Fouled as Klubusnik goes up for the shot. He'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
Klubusnik, this will be his first free throw attempts of the season.
Of the season?
Of the season. And we're how many games in? 16? 17th game here tonight?
This is the 17th game. Let's see. The first free throw was short for Klubusnik. He'll get a second opportunity as you see that no-look pass by Randolph. Good vision by him.
For Klubusnik, he also plays on the golf team. This might not be his number one sport.
That's off the back iron. Murphy chases it down, and they're going to say Murphy was out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Griffins. Checking in is Jonas Wells for the Wolves. Vias with it up top to Randolph, and there's a collision. It looks like a foul on Murphy. That'll be the fourth team foul on Providence Cristo Ray.
Murphy wanted a jump ball instead of the foul there, but to no avail.
Vias pulls up from 15. That's been his sweet spot most of the night. Randolph with the steal. Dorson goes for the block. And they're going to say a foul on T.J. Dorson will send Philip Randolph to the free throw line.
Randolph thought he had that one clean. No, sir.
Ooh, it was close.
It was close.
So Philip Randolph, 12 points in the first half. Averages 30, makes that free throw attempt where he's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Let's take a look at this, Daniel.
You see Dorson getting up.
Might have got him. Yeah, got him on the follow through, I think. I think the official made a good call. Randolph with the steal. 2-on-1, unselfish pass. And it's in by Evan Johnson, who now has 6.
Lots of production across the board for this international team. The Providence Cristo Ray 6-0 run to start the second half is all but fizzled out.
Another 2-on-1 break, and Randolph finishes this time by himself. And the press is bothering the Wolves. And it'll be a tip on that pass. It'll stay with Providence Cristo Ray. 2:43 left to go here in the third quarter.
For a second, I thought that might have been Coach Miller trying to get his team organized after having that 6-0 run fizzle out a little bit. Dorson, all the rebounds and the opportunity from the line.
You just got to love the fact that, you talk about the don't quit motto, and that's an excellent example there for TJ Dorson. Misses a couple of close range shots, but keeps attacking that basketball and gives himself second, third, and sometimes fourth opportunities as he goes to the free throw line.
And Coach Miller even cited that rebound battle as something he really wanted Dorson to work on and win in this game against the International Griffins. And he's done all of that and more as you see him getting on the board over and over and over again on the offensive side.
Dorson makes his first free throw. His second one rims in and out, no good. Big time hustle by Jonas Wells. But the Griffins come away with the basketball. Machado in the corner. And he'll drive, and there'll be a blocking foul. And that put Peter Machado to the free throw line for 2 shots as the Griffins are in the bonus.
And that's Machado's first look at the basket since those 2 quick threes at the start of the second quarter. He was filling it up there for a second.
He even had to take a heat check shot, I believe, as that free throw rims in the friendly roll. Machado now with 7. Misses the second one. Dorson with another rebound.
Like Coach Miller wanted, getting it done on both sides of the rebounding battle.
Randolph finishes with the left hand. Lead now up to 30 at 58-28.
A bad pass from Wells at midcourt that last time led to an opportunity for a fast break for International, but at the other end, Providence Cristo Rey still filling it up.
Dorson scores quickly the other way. Here's a 3 by the Griffins. Dorson with the rebound. Outlets to Newell. Euro step, gets around Randolph, and a nice move by Javion Newell.
And it's been all about the runs for the Wolves in the second half. Here we go once again. Let's see if they can make it even bigger this time.
A traveling call on Vias. And it'll be Wolves basketball, 1:31 left.
It seems the Wolves have finally found a way to escape this zone defense that the International has been playing. I see Wells pick up his rebound but find an open man.
Newell backs it out. Can't find anyone. Finds Grimes in the corner. Grimes drives off the backboard. No. Machado with the rebound. Randolph pushes.
Griffins got numbers.
And makes it. 15-foot fadeaway by Philip Randolph. There's not a shot he doesn't have in the repertoire. And here's another 3. No good off the steal.
That might be the only shot he doesn't have in his repertoire.
Dorson to Wells, and he puts it up. Can't get it to go. Nice unselfish play, though, by TJ Dorson. And good effort by Wells to try to get it in.
International will take possession, up 28 as we approach the end of this third quarter. Wells goes to the bench.
Unleash the power of passion, IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org to discuss how we can customize sponsorship packages that maximizes your brand and exposure. We are Central Indiana's sports leader. Randolph with the drive. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line where he's 3 of 4. Quickly getting closer to that 30-point average.
He's got 19 now. A chance to get it 20 there. He does.
Randolph makes that free throw. And If he makes this one, can tie the largest lead of the contest for the Griffins at 30. He does. In under a minute. Dorson to Grimes. Grimes drives. Nice play by Elijah Grimes. His first field goal of the contest.
Grimes with a nice play inside. You saw him streaking down the middle of the court. Gets open right around the free throw line, just inside of it. And as you mentioned, gets his first field goal of the game.
Morris gets the rebound. 18 seconds. Murphy up to Grimes. Can't control it. Machado comes away with the loose ball.
Grimes was open under the basket, just passed a little bit too long.
Missed shot, rebound, no good. On the follow, defense collapsing, 2-1. And they called a timeout for International with 0.4 seconds. This looked like Eric Yillian trying to get a first field goal of the night for him. And the International Griffins call a timeout. Passion to Care is dedicated to helping you care for a loved one. The Indiana State programs, we provide financial compensation. Contact us today at 833-420-6640. That is Passion to Care. We like to thank them for their sponsorship. 0.4 of a second. Really, Daniel, not much you can do with this amount of time. Maybe a catch and shoot at the most, but probably maybe a tip even at the rim.
And you mentioned it. Ewan had a chance to get in the scoring column at the end of that play before the timeout. A lot of opportunities for these guys lower on the depth chart for International.
A nice play designed to get Randolph a shot at the rim, but it didn't fall, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. International on top, 62-34 on IndianaSRN.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Bertner Electric Incorporated is fully licensed and bonded electrical contractor for your protection. Our electricians are available 24/7 for service calls and specialize in electrical service and storm damage repair. For more information, give us a call today.
Welcome back to Providence. Cristo Ray as we get ready for fourth quarter action. International with a comfortable 28-point advantage, 62-34. Randolph misses the three. Rebound by Machado. That's no good. Dorson with another rebound. We talked off air, Daniel, about how the Wolves have improved. Seems like each quarter they've gotten more and more scoring production.
They have. They've grown in offensive production, and they also had their best quarter defensively that last quarter, only allowing 15 points to International. I think that's in large part due to TJ Dorson and his impact defensively inside.
Johnson can't get it to fall. Here comes Newell. 3 Griffins back on defense. He'll back it out. Man-to-man defense, looks like. As they're trying to front the post. Morris between the legs. Back to Newell. He'll shoot a 3. That's off the back iron. No. Randolph with the rebound. Evan Johnson skipped past Machado. Got it. Peter Machado now in double figures with 10.
Another 3 for him. He's got 3 threes tonight. In his last game on Tuesday, he was 3 of 3 from the field. Had 7 points and 10 rebounds.
Dorson can't get it. You sense the frustration working so hard in the post and not get anything to show for it.
And Machado grabbing another rebound there.
Here's a three on the way. It's good. Eric Elin with his first field goal, the freshman.
How about that? 0 for 4 from three-point land until that shot, and nails it. Eric Elin.
That was an impressive shot by Eric Elin, the 5'8 freshman, without hesitation, shooting with tons of confidence. As that ball probably went off Morris, but they'll stay. It stays here. As Randolph tried to get the steal, 6:04 to go, 68-34.
I wonder if they'll try to go to Dorson here, try to catch the defense lack, and instead they go to Grimes for three.
Grimes wide open. Randolph, no-look pass. As he wasn't expecting it underneath was Grimm. Maybe a little too hot to handle.
He was open under the basket, had an opportunity, but just a little bit too much heat on it, as you mentioned, from Randolph. Trying to get it quickly in there before the defense could collapse.
Jonas Wells checks in for the Wolves. Also does Juan Cabanas. Cabanas had a really nice third quarter. Couple of good defensive plays as well as getting on the board. Murphy coast to coast, a little reverse, no good. Dorson follows, no. Machado runs it down and throws it as he was trying to save it into the benches.
He threw it behind his back, tried to get it all the way down the court, just threw it, put a little bit too much angle on it.
Honestly, you don't want to, when you save it underneath your own basket, that's what you want to do, is throw it to the other side of the court. There's the steal by Johnson. Machado pulls up. Back iron, no. Cabanas with the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Evan Johnson as Juan Cabanas was trying to continue on that fast break and that transition offense. It'll be out of bounds to the Wolves. Elijah Grimes checks in for Murphy.
And the only Wolf yet to score tonight, Jonas Wells. Everyone else has gotten in the scoring book. What a nice sign to see for the Wolves, getting everyone involved tonight.
Let's see if Wells can get in the scoring column. He had a really good chance in that third quarter in a 2-on-1 fast break. Newell left-hand scoop is good. Javion Newell now with 11.
And he's in double figures, joining Dorson tonight. Coach Miller noted he was a shooter, but he's been working both inside and outside tonight.
Grimm with the rebound, up and over Newell. A nice shot in the post by Elias Grimm. Grimm with 7. Newell cut off. Wells, he'll shoot it, get in there. Oh yeah, Jonas Wells.
Everyone in the scoring column. Providence, Cristo, Ray.
And a high difficulty shot too. Good for Jonas Wells, the 5'8 junior. And everyone, as you mentioned, Daniel on the board. Machado in and out, no good. Dorson gets the rebound.
Don't quit, the motto for this team. Everyone staying involved.
And shot a little short on that. Be out of bounds, and it'll go over to International. 4 minutes left. Looks like Garrett Christie has also checked in for the Griffins, another freshman. So getting some quality playing time for the bench for International.
International has a bench, unlike Providence Cristo Ray. Only 7 players on this Cristo Ray team, but they really joined together and they've created a really good atmosphere to play some high school basketball.
Nice pass and finish by Kreutz. Give the assist to Randolph. And here's a steal. Randolph, jump shot, back iron, no. Loose ball picked up, and they're going to call a jump ball as Heilig tried to go back up with it after that loose ball. Alternating possession will go to Providence Cristo Ray.
We talked about both Randolph getting a steal and an assist on that last possession. We all know he's third in the state in scoring, but he's also third in the state in steals and second in the class of 1A in assists per game.
He can do it all. He can shop for the groceries, too, as well as cook it. There's a short on that runner by Newell. International will have possession.
I'm not sure if Randolph can cook better than Tim Sweet and Savory Goods. Tell you what.
Randolph with the ball. 2 Wolves on him at all times in that possession. Still finds a shot. Blocked away by Dorson again.
Dorson with the impact defensively, offensively, and anywhere you find him on the court.
Dorson with 16 points, plus all of his rebounds that he's had. Substitution as Vias goes to the bench.
All the blocks for Dorson, too. I think he's had probably 4 or 5 tonight, if not more than that.
There's a shot, no good. Loose ball put up, and it's in. Klobusnik with his second field goal.
Had 2 chances at it, finally got the second one after getting his own rebound.
Andrew Murphy on the other end takes advantage of that Griffins press.
Andrew Murphy noted as a decision maker for this Providence Cristo Ray Wolves team. Good decision there to take it himself.
Yeah, and Yeelan answers with his second 3. Grimes for 3. No, Dorson with a rebound. I've said that before. He'll be fouled. He will go to the charity stripe where he is 1 of 4. Dorson with 16 points.
I think just about anyone who's done a Providence Cristo Ray Wolves game has said that one before. Dorson with the rebound.
He has definitely dominated the boards. So free throw up, and that's true. Nothing but net. You see that rebound, goes right back up with it. 3 Griffins around him. Klobusnik picks up the foul.
A lot of positives to take away from Providence Cristo Ray tonight, despite the loss, as they move into their final 4 regular season games and then sectional 59 play, where they will play Tindley, Greenwood Christian, Victory College Prep, Eminence Lutheran, or Central Christian, who they played just 2 days ago.
Yeah, you think Tindley's 14-5, Greenwood Christian 12-5, Lutheran 10-6. So it is definitely a very competitive sectional 59. And if you look at International, they're in sectional 58. You have Bethesda Christian, who's 11-7, Indiana Deaf 11-5. And International has to be considered one of the favorites at 10-6, about to go to 11-6, and having a 30-point scorer in Philip Randolph who can carry a team on any given night.
I would have to consider them so. They're 2-1 so far in sectional play against those teams, 5-3 in the class of 1A. So some really good things to take away from having a positive record both in the sectional and in the class as they look forward to that tournament.
Under a minute to go as International is going to win number 11 on the season. Yeelan shoots, no good. Newell with the rebound this time. He'll bring it across the timeline. 20 seconds left. Dorson goes down as him and Klobusnik battling for position.
Don't quit.
And he isn't. He's playing to the whistle. 10 seconds. They're going to try to get one more shot. Newell chases it down. Let's see if he throws it in from half court. He gives it a try. It's up and no good. And that'll do it for our contest tonight. International will come away with a 77-42 victory for the Griffins in a game in which we saw some positives from both teams, Daniel. Certainly all the Wolves getting in the scoring column. Jonas Wells hitting that jump shot there in the fourth quarter to make that happen. Phil Randolph with 21 points for International. Machado also in double figures, as well as Crutch for the Griffins. Impressive performance for International.
It is, and not just those high scores with Randolph, Prutz, and Machado. Eric Yillen, how about it? 0 for 4 for 3 entering today's game. He had 2 threes, 2 for 2 today.
He's on a roll. He put him in, Coach. He can make some points and be productive for his basketball team. We want to let you know upcoming for IndianaSRN tomorrow night. We have the first night of IHSAA Girls Swimming Championships. That kicks off at 3:30 tomorrow. And we have 2 varsity boys basketball action. We have Horizon Christian at Cecina, tip-off at 7 p.m. Brebeuf at Covenant Christian, tip-off at 7:30. And then Saturday is IHSAA Swimming one more time. So make sure you tune in for that. And we thank you for tuning in to tonight's action. For our wonderful team of producer Nick Lewis, our cameraman Daniel Thacker, and my partner Daniel Miller, this is Clark Chafin. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, so long, everybody.